Well, again, everyone. Well, it seems like the suspect in custody, Tyler Robinson, has been caught, as Trump tweeted this morning. I'm sure all kinds of press conferences are going on now. I just got my wife's Corolla worked on, so I've not been able to keep up with a whole bunch of stuff. Um, but as I said the other day, I knew this guy had some type of military, or he must have been some type of avid hunter. And it turns out, well, not surprised, I was right. I mean, the weapon was a Mauser bolt action rifle with a 30-06 caliber. Now, anyone who's a hunter or any sniper will tell you that is the gun of choice when you're using to take out one particular person. Not necessarily a war rifle, which you could also use to take out a person, obviously. But when you want to make one shot, you gotta make it count. Something of what he had, a Mauser 3006 or a Remington 700, which has been used by plenty of hunters and police departments from around the world to take out people. That was a surprise to me. The 3006 round, if you're not familiar with ammunition, is a devastating round. That thing, out of a 20-inch barrel, comes out about 3,000 miles, 3,000 feet per second. Not miles, 3,000 feet per second. And the kinetic energy and the force behind that is enough to take down a large moose, a 12-point buck, an antelope, elk, bison. I mean, it's designed to one thing. And you could tell by that video, when he was hit, it was like someone just went in there and ripped his heart out. Because 1 second, Charlie's got his usual game debating face on, friendly as he was. And next thing you know, it's like, and a whole bunch of blood coming out. Now, apparently, the guy's father, from what I heard, I've been hearing much, is the one that turned him in. And if I remember right, I think this guy, on one of the videos, if I remember him right, actually tried debating Charlie Kirk at one of his events, and he used a bullhorn. I'm not sure about that. That's what it looks like. So, very possibly I could be wrong about that. I am not really sure. But, on the casings he had Antifa stuff written on him, even though he's the fascist. He also had transgender stuff written on the cartridges. Tells you where he was coming from. I mean, they try to project so desperately what they are. When you can't win a debate, when you can't defeat someone, you do what they do. You kill them. You take them out. Because it's not the fact that Charlie Kirk had different opinions. It's the fact that he went to a lot of college campuses and made students think. Anytime he indoctrinated them, he made them think by asking questions. Okay, what Rush Limbaugh was to the greatest generation, the baby boomers, Generation X, and probably most of Generation Y, Charlie Kirk was the equivalent for the second half of Generation Y, Generation Z, and unfortunately, Generation Alpha and Bravo are going to miss out on him. The way Rush Limbaugh innovated talk radio to give conservatives a voice, Charlie Kirk took that, used the technology today, and not only had his own show from his own studio, but he took it live to the college campuses. Rush Limbaugh wanted to rally his base because at that time, when he was in there in the 80s, we had nowhere to turn to. Media, news, print was all controlled by the left. And Rush Limbaugh was like, well, if I could make some new believers, fine, but I'm trying to rally my base. Charlie Kirk wanted to rally his base, but he wanted to bring more people on board. And he went to the college campuses to do that. And when you have a major effect like he does, like MLK, or when Malcolm X discovered that we didn't have a race problem in this country, once he went to Mecca on his pilgrimage, you take him out. Same thing with JFK. Same thing with RFK Jr. You take them out. It's almost like the 1960s all over again, as my wife said yesterday, and she's right. Political assassination is fine now, and the scary thing is people are so programmed that many people continue to lose their judgment because they post on how they were actually cheering about his death. Plenty of school teachers, of course. I think it was Jim Dowd. I think his name's Jim Dowd at MSNBC. Lost his job at MSNBC. I'm sure there's plenty of money, but his career could be finished. Well, at least for now. You know how the left is. They just recycle people. Or maybe he'll have his own podcast. But there are plenty of questions to this. I mean, one, how did this Tyler Robinson get access to the roof? Two, when you see the video, he must have been hiding the long gun in his pant leg, because if you see the way he's walking with a big time limp. And once he's fleeing the scene, he's running for his life with no limp. So, I guess you could say now we know how he got the rifle in. I mean, assuming. Okay, then you got the palm print, the forearm print, the footprint on the rifle. But it is, how do you get access? How do you get access to that roof? Who is this guy? I'm sure if you go on his social media, which I haven't been able to get to yet, I'm sure it's been taken down now, what his manifesto was, or what he was like. But if he's the guy I'm thinking about, who tried to debate Charlie Kirk with a bullhorn, that's all you need to know right there. And I'm sorry, but the security for this thing was, I know that the police force on that campus is small. I think there's only about 12 men altogether. Plus they were with Charlie Kirk's team. But it seems like this event was planned days ahead in advance, and he knew exactly where to go. Because I don't care what anyone says, he may look like a lone wolf, but I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised if this guy's MK Ultra. I'm surprised they got him while he's alive, unless I don't know what to think right now. I just don't know what to think right now. So, don't worry, there's still some conspiracy theories on the table. I know a lot of people have been coming out about posts that, how the Jerusalem Post posted this thing on September 10th. About his passing away. I've seen that. I have to look for that later. Of course, there's been some other stuff about him being taken out by a certain country in the Middle East about 1 or 2 months before. So we will see. As the Bible said, all things, good and bad, would be exposed in the end times. This may not be the final days, but we're definitely in end times. Alright, folks. God bless you all. Keep the country in prayer. And folks, to my people on the right, I know we're tactically taking a hit, but don't go start shooting back, please. The reason why they're doing what they're doing is they're losing big time. As the DNC chairman said a couple of weeks ago, we can't get anyone to give us money. Can't get no money. No one will let me lead. They're losing left and right. They're losing the argument on all angles, left and right. And the only people the media will show you are the absolute French nut jobs. Your neighbor who may hate you because you wear a Trump hat, they've been brainwashed, dude. And I guarantee you, if you were to walk down and talk to them, somehow get a civil conversation, he would want the same things you want. pay your bills, live good, put food on the table for their kids, make their kids have a better life than them. And for you people on the left who are celebrating this, be careful, boomerangs come back. People are losing their jobs right now, and because the internet does not lie, well, because the internet does not forget, you'll be marked the rest of your life. I mean, you gotta understand, do you really want that to follow you the rest of your life, that you cheered someone's death? Especially if you're a school teacher, which seems to be plenty right now of school teachers getting fired. To which I say, good. Do I really want someone like that teaching my kid reading, writing, math, or history, especially history? And if these are history teachers, shame on them. God bless you all. We'll talk to you later.